This is the Nightwolf howling at you, and today I'm actually really excited about this one. We are going to be looking at the Transformers crossover figure with the series Knight Rider from the 1980s. However, instead of using the name KITT for this figure, they call him Autobot Agent Knight, or I guess Agent Knight probably by itself, which in my general opinion kind of seems dumb because why wouldn't you just go ahead and just call him KITT? And that is K.I.T.T. or Knight Industries 2000. Also, what we need here is a set of 3 batteries, which I got right here. The guy from Batteries Plus assured me that these were the same type of batteries listed there, just because it's a different brand, probably its numbers are different. So hopefully there won't be a problem. But yeah, you do need this to work with the electronic lights and sounds function, which, yeah, makes this kind of cool and something you don't see much anymore. On the top of the box here, we do get the base instructions of how to transform him, kind of the way it worked back in the 80s on Transformer boxes. On the side, we see the robot in car mode with the functions kind of going. Actually, it does look like his headlights pop up too, so that's cool. The other side is the same lame old thing as the other side. Okay, so it's not really lame old thing, but you know, it's kind of boring that they just use the same image on both sides. On the back, we see the general old 80s background that they use for Transformers. However, we do get a tech spec for Agent Knight. Function: preserve human life. A world where crime never rests. Initiate turbo boost. Autobot Agent Knight is the perfect partner to help protect the innocent, helpless, and powerless from lawless criminals. Looks like he's got a strength of 9, a intelligence of 10, a speed of 9, and a firepower of 8. Which seems kind of weird because I don't remember KITT having any actual firepower. Also to note here, I guess it says here on the bottom, Cadillac and all related emblems and vehicle body designs are General Motors trademarks. KITT is a 1982 Pontiac Firebird, so I'm not sure why they're mentioning Cadillac at all on the box. Even if they are owned by GM, there still shouldn't be any Cadillac branding on this figure. Let's go ahead and open them up. I think I have just lots of extra junk in this one. I'm not too happy with the way they actually have this packed, to be honest. This is one of those things where you kind of want to be able to preserve the stuff, and I feel like that's going to be significantly harder. We have the instruction book, which as always with my videos, we will toss this aside until we get stuck somewhere. Hopefully we won't. Here comes with 3 additional items. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. I guess we'll find out when we get further along. We get 1 pistol and a rifle. It looks like this is our battery chamber here. Let's be honest, the irony here is going to be that I won't be able to figure out how to even turn on the stupid functions. All right, well, let's do a time skip here, shall we? So I just want to give a big you to Energizer here. I don't even want to begin to describe how much of a pain in the ass it was to try to get those batteries off of there. I had to get, I tried the X-Acto knife. I had to take a pair of scissors and cut the plastic all around it. Shouldn't be that difficult to open up batteries. Anyway, let's go ahead and put these in place. wonder how you get the headlights to pop up.
Hold on, this could be a bit bumpy.
Okay. Oh, sadly.
Well, you're sure this is the right way? Very well.
I want to say that is actually the voice of William Daniels, who did the voice of KITT back in the 80s. Kind of disappointed, though, that they didn't add lights to the headlights themselves, but I guess that would have been a lot more difficult with having them open up.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know how many phrases he's supposed to say.
I am the voice of Night Industry 2000's microprocessor, K.I.T.T for easy reference. KITT if you prefer.
All right, I think we probably went through all the voices then. All right, so I don't know if that scratch on the top there was there when I started or if it happened when I was trying to change out the batteries. I probably should have had something soft underneath it. One thing to note, though, remember, KITT is supposed to be a 1982 Pontiac Firebird T-top. And it does not appear that they designed this to look like a T-top, which is unfortunate. I don't know, I think maybe they should have gone ahead and done the kind of shell-shaded windows instead of the clear plastic. It does appear as though that the top part of this car at any rate is molded in the clear plastic and then the top is painted. So that's also kind of disappointing. All right, so he turned himself off. Didn't know that did that. I guess there was another phrase we didn't know about. So anyway, as far as the ability to roll, not great. Tires are hard plastic, and it looks like they are using those mushroom pegs to hold them in place. I think this would have been great for them to do actual pins. Although I guess technically he rolls better than some of the more recent Transformers I've looked at. If you look at the tire, there is some kind of a logo on the hubcap. I'm sure it's there on the real car, but you know, we don't see it. The battery base here obviously takes up more room, but also the thing funny to note is that also kind of resembles that tow bar that they had actually attached to the at least one of the KITT cars that they used to film in, because when they did film the show, David Hasselhoff would be in the car and they would be towing it where when they were filming, in order to have it look like realistic outside and not just, the old-fashioned projector screen on the side. He should be a fairly simplistic transformer to do. So let's see if we can do this. Oh, I guess we can also say the car doors, based on the transformation, do open and close. And nicely enough, at least in this case, the clear glass is a separate piece from the main bulk of the door. But it's usually safe to assume that any transformer that has door wings on it, the doors need to usually be opened up before you do the transformation. I'm not going to lie, this is going to be really embarrassing if I just said this should be fairly simplistic and I can't do it. Ah. Okay. You know, that's kind of different. I think this is the first time I've seen like the feet flip out and the toes flip out separately. Usually it's a heel spur.
Hold on, this could be a bit bumpy.
So I just want to note what I'm trying to do here is I feel like this should actually go all the way against his back and that the door should be behind it. And like one side goes in there easily enough, but the other side doesn't. So I think I might be forcing that a bit. But to me, it makes the most sense to have it like that. And if that's not meant to be like that, I think that's an engineering issue that they should have done, you know? It looks like this slot here, like there should be something more there, or that should connect together, like push down further. But I can't get it to push down anymore. So it sort of looks to me like I can't get it all the way. Maybe part of the problem is I'm going to break this thing, aren't I? Let's go ahead. Okay. That pegs up in there. So let's try this again. That starts to become annoying real quick. Well, I do have it better in place now, it looks like. So you have to make sure you get the hood cover pushed all the way in before you do that. And I guess we'll just set that back here. I still think this should have been better designed so that that goes on. And maybe it does supposed to go under there all the way. And I'm just having a hard time doing it because I don't know how to do it properly. But if it's not, it should have been designed that way. I'm not sure if they tried to make this look like David Hasselhoff's head or not. But it does look like we are in robot mode.
KITT signing off.
All right, so that little piece, I didn't know what it was. Looks like it's supposed to be the little communicator watch that Michael Knight used to wear to talk to KITT. It appears to only go on one side, so you can't swap them. So let's talk articulation here real quick. The head is on a ball joint, so you can look significantly up. And you can look down. I wonder if I should. The arms, part of the, well, So there's actually nothing here. I guess like an up-down butterfly joint, maybe you could call this, because when it flips out for the arm, there's nothing that pegs it in place over here. So it just kind of hangs out there. Even though it looks like there should be something for that to peg into, there does not appear to be anything for it to peg into. We can spin it around. There's an actual hinge. Well, it's not a hinge, it's a ball joint, and as you see, it pops off really easy. So anyway, with that ball joint, we can spin it, can move it up. The problem is whenever I try to get it up, it pops out. So this groove here should allow us to get it further, I would think, but it doesn't. So with that joint, the up-down butterfly joint, we'll call it, and the hinge or the slice in the ball joint, that's about as high as you can get his arm. There is a bicep cut. The hand does have a single joint in the elbow. Doesn't really go backwards, but we get better than 90 degrees there. And we can spin the hand and move it in and out. I want to say that was part of the transformation, but it's also basically a ball joint, so that's why we're getting kind of all that movement. We do have a waist swivel. The skirt piece lifts up a bit and down so that we, honestly, I don't think it should affect articulation at all one way or the other, if I'm being honest. But just messing with them like this so far, it's there we go. Let's call them click out of place. All right, well, looks like I got that all the way down, so that's my fault again. You know, maybe I should read instructions, but that would be less fun. Articulation-wise on the legs here, though, we can kick far up. And we can kick way the far back. And, of course, all the way out. So the splits. We have a single joint at the knee here. We do have a thigh cut, but there is no joint at the knee, although I'm kind of surprised that they didn't put one in there. But we can do barely a little bit better than 90. We do have, of course, the ankle rocker. There's no spin on that, but, you know, and his toes are articulated for transformation purposes. My guy, please keep standing up, will you? I am a bit disappointed that they didn't have something in here designed specifically to change the lights and sound function on here to like maybe have like a separate set of lines that he says when he's in robot mode, and you know, not have the car noises. I mean, obviously you still want the light going back and forth, but we also do have you know, the door wings do move. When you do look at the instructions, no, that's not supposed to go under there, which again, I think that's kind of, I think they should have designed it a little bit better so that that did go under there more easily, because I think that looked better. As far as weapon storage goes in robot mode, there are little slides on here that should allow you to attach.
KITT signing off.
See, on the door there, we got that. Okay, the pistol goes in no problem. It's got to be this part here. Okay, I have dropped this thing more times than any other figure I've played with recently. Let me try this side. So this is the picture of how the weapons are supposed to go on there. So the pistol goes that way. Okay, there's a slot inside the window there for that. I just want to say that looks kind of stupid. I'm fine with this side. I'd even been fine if this had gone this way. But having it just hang down like that on one side looks just awful, in my humble opinion. Kind of looks like I screwed something up when transforming it back into vehicle mode. Don't tell me. For the love of Christ. It looks like the wrist communicator actually causes an issue with the rolling. Okay. So the guns in place don't really affect the ability for this to roll. And you would think that the wrist thing shouldn't cause a problem either. Okay, well, maybe it didn't that time. I don't know why it was giving me so much trouble earlier. Anyway. I think that'll do it for our look at the Knight Industries 2000 Autobot Agent Knight figure. And I hope you enjoyed this. The transformation, while seems simplified, probably was really simple, and I just really had a hard time with it because of the stuff popping out. And I'm just going to say that is super annoying that while you're transforming it, you keep hitting that button and he keeps going off. I do wish they would have gone ahead and, like I said, had something in there that would have given us a different set of lines in robot mode than in vehicle mode, especially since you don't need the engine noises in robot mode. But overall, this is a pretty cool figure. This is one of those ones where if it goes on sale, I'll probably buy a second one so I can display both vehicle mode and robot mode together. That threw me off, not gonna lie. And I don't know why, because I've heard it like, what, 4 times recording? Because this is one of those figures I think, like the Ecto 1, is a good one to have both. Actually, to be perfectly honest, I think a lot of the crossover ones, with the exception of the Top Gun one, I think are really great to display both in vehicle and robot mode. The DeLorean, the Ecto 1, this, heck, even the Jurassic Park ones are pretty cool that way, right? But I kind of want to know what you think in the comments below. And do you think I had a ridiculously difficult time transforming this guy? But anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching. Please feel free to drop in a sub. We are over 400, and I'm still hoping to hit that 500 mark before the end of the year. I don't know if we'll do it or not, but we're getting closer. So thanks for watching. Peace and love.
KITT signing